Let us solve a problem in which we will perform change of order of integration. Change of order of integration means that whenever you are given a question in which integration with respect to x is performed first and then integration with respect to y is performed, once you wish to change the order of integration, we will have to find out the equivalent double integral such that we will perform integration with respect to y first and then we will perform integration with respect to x. For such type of questions, first of all we will have to identify the region over which we have to perform integration. That is, we must have clear idea about the boundaries. Here it is clear that x varies from x equals y to x equals a. X equals y is a straight line which passes through origin and x equals a is a vertical line which both constitute boundaries of the region over which we have to perform integration. Now we have y has limits y equals 0 to y equals a. It's clear that this straight line passes through y equals 0 and y equals a. Therefore, this triangular region is the region over which we have to perform integration. Notice that from this region identified, whenever you consider a horizontal strip, we have this horizontal strip has its left end at x equals y and it has its right end at x equals a. That is why we have x varying from x equals y to x equals a. Now we have to slide this horizontal strip from y equals 0 to y equals a in order to trace the complete region over which we wish to perform integration. When this horizontal strip reaches the position y equals 0, that is the horizontal strip rests on x-axis, we have it becomes the largest line. From there it goes on shrinking and finally when it reaches this position which is y equals a, it becomes a very small point. In other words, when you allow the horizontal strip to slide across limits y equals 0 to y equals a, we have it transforms from a straight line y equals 0 to a point AA. We are asked to change the order of integration. Therefore, we have to find limits of y which need not be constant limits, and after that we will perform integration with respect to x, and it's compulsory that since integration with respect to x is considered outermost, limits of x must be constants. Having found the region over which you have to perform integration, since we wish to perform integration with respect to y first, we will have to consider a vertical strip. Suppose this is the vertical strip. We have this vertical strip has its lower end at y equals 0 and it has its upper end at y equals x. Therefore, the lower limit of y will be y equals 0 and the upper limit of y will be y equals x. Whenever you consider a vertical strip, it would mean that you are carrying out integration with respect to y, treating x as a constant. Now, in order to trace the complete region, we will have to slide this vertical strip across the entire region, starting from x equals 0 to x equals a. Geometrically, we have when the vertical strip reaches the position x equals 0, it becomes the smallest point 0, 0, and from there it enlarges and finally when it reaches the position x equals a, it is the largest vertical line. Allowing the vertical line to slide across the region over which we perform the integration is equivalent to mathematical concept that we are performing integration with respect to x. At first, when you perform integration with respect to y, you will treat x as constants. That is, we have to integrate x dy upon x square plus y square where x is considered as a constant. Since we have integral dy upon a square plus y square equals 1 by a tan inverse y by a where a is a constant. Here since x equals a equals constant when you perform integration with respect to y, we will have integral 0 to x dy by x square plus y square will have the answer 1 by x tan inverse y by x, to which we will give the limits y equals 0 and y equals x. When you give the lower limit y equals 0, we have tan inverse 0 equals 0, and when you give the upper limit y equals x, we have tan inverse 1 which equals pi by 4. Here x and x get cancelled and we have the double integral reduces to integral 0 to a pi by 4 times dx. Pi by 4 can be taken outside the process of integration, and we have integral 0 to a dx equals pi by 4 into x, to which we will give the upper and lower limits x equals a and x equals 0. Thus we have the given double integral after we have changed the order of integration will give us pi a by 4. Even if we have not changed the order of integration, we proceeded evaluating the double integral using this order itself. In that case too, we will arrive at the same answer, pi a by 4. When you evaluate double integral, change of order of integration doesn't make any changes to the answer, provided you identify the correct limits.